Welcome to Hoffman Kitchen. Today we're making salsa. Actually, I call it chunky salsa because I'm not putting it in the blender. Everything is chopped coarsely and put in one big bowl. We'll start with tomatoes. We're going to use 4 ripe tomatoes. I already took out the core from here, and basically what I do, I just cut it in 3 slices like this and cut it coarsely into chunks. And we're putting our last tomato in the bowl. Okay. Next we're going to add on 2 jalapeno peppers. If you like it less spicy, you can do 1. And basically what I do, I cut off the sides of the jalapeno and I leave the seeds and the core intact. So I just do it this way. Okay, and the seed, you don't want to have those seeds in your salsa. So what I do is you have these, and I just cut thin strips like that. That's a little big. And I chop it very, very finely, as fine as you can. So we've chopped up our jalapeno peppers. We'll just combine them now with the tomatoes. Be nice and spicy. Next thing we do is we're going to add on some onion. I took a half an onion because I had a very large onion, but in fact you can do, if it's small, you can do 1 onion. So in my case it will be a half an onion, or it's about, I would say, 3/4 of a cup of onion. And again, the way I chop it is slices, again, first, and then I come around and I do nice, thin, again, as fine as you can. So we chopped up the onions. We'll combine them with the tomatoes in our bowl. Just like this. Next, you take 2 garlic cloves and we're going to mince them. Put it in this mincer and just squeeze right into the bowl. And repeat. Next, we're going to take cilantro. I just washed cilantro, which is a wonderful herb. You remove the stems, and we're going to chop it up coarsely. And we're going to combine it here in the bowl again. That's great. And now lime. Some people use lemon. I prefer lime. I take a whole lime, actually, the second half, and I'm going to squeeze out the juice of the lime right into the bowl. So you use less dishes. Here it is. Let's keep on squeezing. So next step is about 1 teaspoon of kosher salt. Again, I measure by hand, but it's about 1 teaspoon. And we're going to mix up our salsa. Actually, you let it sit for about an hour before serve, and it's perfectly fine at room temperature. And as a final step, before we let it rest, is we added on about I would say 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And again, give it that mix. And we're going to let it rest for about an hour before we serve. So I'm going to serve the salsa in smaller dishes. So I'm going to transport them into a couple of dishes. And of course, you want to serve it with nice tortilla chips. So here it is, the salsa, and I set up a little dish here, and I did a double dish, and here it is, beautifully done, chunky salsa with tortilla chips.